a lot is being made of how the Golden State Warriors have been winning games and losing games. You know, they defeated the Lakers in overtime, 127, 123, and people are coming out and saying, you know, the way the Warriors are winning isn't an issue how they're winning. Should they be beating these teams easier? You know, what does it say that the Warriors needed overtime to beat the Los Angeles Lakers? And it's funny because the Warriors are 16-6, and part of those 6 losses came to, you know, to some teams that are sub 500 like Sacramento. But what people aren't saying, a lot of those losses, the 6 losses, sometimes Durant didn't play, sometimes Curry didn't play. Or one of the games, Durant and Curry didn't play together. So the thing people have to understand is, like, with the Golden State Warriors having four of the best players in the NBA, top 10 talents in the NBA, or top 20, whatever, having the coach, the staff that they have, having the shooters that they have, having the depth that they have, them losing games is fine. It's fine. The team losing games is fine and quite all right. It's natural progression. You know, this is their 3rd season. You know, they're not even. This is their last year was their first season as a super team. So they've been to 3 straight finals, won 2 of the 3. They have the talent. They know what it takes. And the thing about them is, when we, you know, the Cavs and Miami, they always talk about like a switch. You flip a switch. With them, the switch is always on. It's just, is somebody gonna step up? Like, when you watch that game yesterday, Lakers were giving them fits, tough game. All of a sudden, Durant hits a 3 to tie. They go into overtime. Stephen Curry explodes for 13 points in overtime. And that's the thing about that team. At any given moment, any one player could explode and give you 13 in the overtime, or 20 in a quarter, or 25 in a quarter. The other day, Stephen Curry had 26 in a quarter or something like that. So you really got to pump your brakes when you're critiquing this team, because we've never seen a team like this. They're like almost, when a team beats them, it's like you're not even sure if you beat them or we're just disengaged. This is the first team you could really say that, you know, even if they win by 5 or lose by 3, were they really engaged? And their wins and losses, you can't tell whether or not they're engaged. And that's crazy because, you know, last night they had like 20 turnovers and still were able to pull out a game. So let's just say they had 3 turnovers, you know, but they win by 5. We're still having this conversation because we're like, okay, their defensive wise, they weren't really there, or they're getting out rebounded. So people are nitpicking this team, but honestly, this might be the best team we've seen on paper and on the court ever. Like, point blank period. You're taking a team that went 73-9 to a team, you add Kevin Durant. Then they almost run the table in the NBA playoffs. 16-1 set a new record. Offensive efficiency set a new record. KD sets a record for offensive efficiency. We might be in the era where we're seeing the best team to ever play the game of basketball. And, you know, I wasn't around to see the 60s teams, the 60s Celtics stuff, but I'm just saying, with some of the talent that they have, and when they're really locked in and not making those mental mistakes, you're not beating them. In a 7-game series, you're not beating them. So, you know, right now they're going through the motions. To them, it's not really that important. Houston has a huge, you know, they have a stronghold on the number 1 seed. But with the Golden State Warriors, just the same way I said that a team, they could have any player go off for, you know, 20 points in the quarter, this Golden State Warriors team could rip off 10 straight games just like that. Right now, they're being cautious. You know, Durant has the whole hip situation, Curry with his hand. They're really just trying to be healthy. They want to have a healthy season. I don't even think they care where their record lies, because they know they could go in anybody's building and shut it down. And that's scary. This is Vlad with Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Do me a favor. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Hit the little thumbs up button right down below. Take care. Peace.